Hello everyone, I'm Freaky. Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Death Arena's Jane the Killer versus am I pronouncing that? Toby, TICCI TOBY. I think that is it. So if you guys haven't seen that video, please go and watch that video first. Watch that, come back, watch me watch this. And let's continue. Okay. I'm not really into the old creepypasta sort of stuff. I mean, yeah, there's like, you know, Slenderman, Jeff the Killer, and a fair few others I know, but I'm not really like, you know, like into it, if you know, what I'm trying to say. I mean I get the concept, like, oh, that there's like, you know, creepy looking things and all that stuff, but I've just never really, like, you know, gotten to, like, to the idea of, like, of what creepypastas is. I mean, yeah, I understand them, but I just really couldn't get into them. But saying that, I don't even know what these characters are. I mean, Jane the Killer. I mean, yeah, I know Jeff the Killer, but that's about it. But so yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So without further ado, let's get to watching. Sorry about that. Just checking something quick. Okay, so this is Death Arena's Jane the Killer versus TICCI TOBY. And 3, 2, 1, and go. This is a neat opening. It's really cool.
Creepypastas have tons of terrifying monsters, and some of them have either a counterpart or minion. And these two are prime examples of such. Jane the Killer, the hunter of Jeff the Killer. And TICCI TOBY, the sadistic proxy of Slenderman. These two killers have a lot to go off of, so for this battle, we're going to composite them. Get ready for a creepy battle, because it's time to see which of these teenage killers will survive in the arena of death.
Hey!
Born as Jane, Arkansas, Jane the Killer seemed to have been living a normal life in a normal, suburban neighborhood. She had a good life, good parents, and she was living well. Everything was just fine. That is until some weirdo had moved into the house next to her along with his family. This kid was Jeffrey Woods, who would later become Jeff the Killer. Because of this, she witnessed all of the events that happened to Jeff and his family before Jeff went insane. Though she was a lot more helpful than Jeff was during this time.
Huh.
She was able to actually call the police when the house was set on fire, because apparently no one had decided to do that, except for the girl across the street, and she went in to go help anyone caught in the fire, though when she saw Jeff on fire, on the edge of death, she passed out. When everything had blown over, and she came back home from the hospital after receiving a nasty bump on her head, her parents would be invited over for dinner at the Woods house. This was when Jeff had went insane, and killed his parents, his brother, and Jane's parents. Jeff would later go off to Jane's house to kill her too. But Jane survived, with a burned body. Some sources say that Jane the Killer was actually given special abilities by unknown forces to make up for the pain she had gone through, and for the sense of eyesight she had lost in the fire. These unique abilities include enhanced durability, enhanced senses, can regrow limbs, has great tracking skills, and greater speeds, as she can keep up with Jeff the Killer no matter how much of a head start he gets. Not only that, but Jane also has a sixth sense. Electromagnetic reception. Over the years,
It's amazing that everyone says, "Oh, this character has a sixth sense." I mean, what about a seventh or eighth sense?
Even with her impressive abilities, she is still a normal human being,
It's
and
a
she
joke.
does have her weaknesses. While she does have a high pain tolerance, this can mean that she doesn't know when to stop fighting, or when she needs to retreat. And while it's still not much of a problem, her eyesight is still awful. Her senses can only help her so much. Though, Jane is still a girl that you wouldn't want to mess with. Overall, Jane the Killer is a skilled rival to Jeff with amazing senses and abilities. However, she is not invincible, and can be overpowered.
Don't go to sleep. You won't wake up.
Toby's childhood wasn't really the best one a kid could have. He was born with multiple different mental illnesses. Stuff like Tourette's syndrome, where he would twitch a lot, would give him the name TICCI TOBY from all the kids around him. But when he was 17, things took a turn for the worst. Both Toby and his sister ended up in a car crash, which resulted in Toby's sister dying in the hospital. At this point, Toby's mental health just ran out as his dad became super abusive. But finally, Toby had a run-in with the tall and faceless demon, the Slenderman. He managed to walk away, but this came with some bad side effects as Toby started dreaming of his dead sister and voices telling him to kill his dad. In the end, Toby killed his father, and then he lit the whole neighborhood and forest on fire, and just waited to die. However, Slenderman had other plans. And that was turning Toby into one of his proxies. Toby uses many different types of weapons. Stuff like axes, knives, or anything else good for killing. Speaking of it, Toby usually carries around a kitchen knife, and 2 hatchets, each being different colors, cause you need to make sure which hatchet is which.
It looks like a skinnier version of Jason. You know, Jason voice.
Handle with a dull blade. He also uses gasoline and matches to light stuff and people on fire. Toby is extremely stealthy and uses this for killing, and is basically
pain immunity. Man, that must be awful.
He can't be hurt. It is just pain doesn't affect him. Toby has some powers up his sleeve: immunity to soul manipulation, and near-limitless stamina. He is also given Slenderman powers, although it is important to note that the amount of power Toby is given is unknown. Toby is strong for a kid his age. He can easily overpower full-grown adults, and is strong enough to behead people. Not only that, but he is able to survive car crashes. He can match and even surpass Jeff the Killer in speed, and Jeff is fast enough to outrace bullets. Despite being a psychopath, he is incredibly skilled in survival, combat skills, and building new weapons. But Toby obviously has one of the biggest setbacks: his sanity. Toby isn't really all that good in the noggin, and Toby is still a kid with clear physical limits to his strength, durability, and speed. His tick also hinders his intelligence from time to time. But Toby has proven some of the greatest things accomplished for a little killer for his age. Overall, TICCI TOBY is a psychotic teenager who is extremely skilled in survival and killing.
Neat.
He is unable to feel pain and can withstand a lot of punishment. However, his mental state is highly unstable.
Who knows? Maybe I'll come for you next.
Ooh, scary.
Alright. Let's get ready for combat. This battle will take place in a warehouse with no prep time. With that being said, it's time to see who will survive in the arena of death.
I'm gonna go with Jane, simply because I think she might actually just be the underdog of this fight. Oh. And like that, she's gone.
I guess Jane won't be able to get her revenge on Jeff. This battle was rather interesting. Both killers were skilled in combat, but Toby's superior speed and reliant immortality gave him the victory. Keep in mind that for this battle, the fighters were composite. Jane and Toby had similar strength, being able to overpower foes bigger than them.
Oh.
They also had numerous weapons at their disposal, with Jane having some optional ranged weapons, while most of Toby's were mainly used for close-up combat. It is also true that Jane's senses counter Toby's stealth, but it hardly even mattered because he was too fast for her. It is also important to note that Toby has taken on foes who are superior to Jeff the Killer, who Jane has never beaten without dying herself. It is true that Jane has a healing factor that can regrow limbs, and can be overtaxed if she is injured far too much. And this was the real nail in the coffin. The composite version of TICCI TOBY can only die if Slenderman wants him to, which sort of makes this battle a complete stomp in his favor.
You know what? They should make some lore on Slenderman.
Could have been different, but in a composite battle, Jane doesn't really have any reliable way to win. I hope the outcome of this battle didn't tick you off. The winner is TICCI TOBY.
The amphibian and a lizard. Huh, neat. That was fun. That was really fun. Well done. It's a shame that Jane died, but yeah, what can you do, eh? Well done. So, if there's anything you guys want me to react to, just leave in the comments below and I will get to the video as soon as I can, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. And please, don't forget to check out my other social medias. Please go and check out my alternative video platforms, Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, Twitch, and please come and hang out on my Discord server. We can play games, have a movie night or a series night, or you can watch me play a few games. And if you guys have any suggestions of any videos you want me to react to, or any video ideas in general, you can tell me on my Discord. I'm also on Twitter, Gab, Getter, and Paula. I'm on Locals, Tumblr, Minds, and if you guys want to support me, please go and check out my Subscribestar. It's like Patreon, but better. All these things are in the description box below, so please go and check them out and subscribe to them. I'm Geek Freak. Peace out.